Welcome back to the Prevent T2 program. Today we have a rich agenda. We encourage you to reference this lecture as needed throughout this one-year program. Let's get started. Today we will be discussing some guidelines around nutrition that will help you on your weight loss journey. We will discuss what to eat, how to start building balanced meals, and outline portion sizes for each group. Also remember that any resources referenced during this presentation will be linked in the intro paragraph directly above this video. The Prevent T2 program really emphasizes whole foods that are simple, delicious, and nutritious. If you focus on plant foods, you are naturally eating foods that are low in calories, fat, and sugars. Plant foods are packed with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants to help ward off illnesses and improve your immune system. These foods are also rich in water and fiber, which can help us feel full, eating less calories. The plate method is a great way to help balance your diet and ensure you are getting adequate nutrients. You can apply these principles to all of your meals. Notice the majority of the plate is made up of non-starchy vegetables. This can make your plate colorful. You can choose fresh, frozen, steamed, or roasted vegetables. And if you don't love vegetables, start with at least one that you can eat. Then you might play around with different methods of preparing your vegetable. For breakfast, you can add sautéed vegetables to a scrambled egg or scrambled tofu. You can also add 1 cup of fat-free or non-dairy milk, 1 cup of spinach or kale, and 1 cup of berries to a blender and have a great grab-and-go balanced smoothie. Just a quarter of your plate should be from starchy vegetables or grains. The other quarter is made up of lean protein, like chicken, fish, lentils, beans, and tofu. Now, let's take a minute to test your knowledge. What food groups do these food items fall under? Later in this presentation, we will go over some foods in each of these food groups, and maybe you will come up with some new ones to try. Some calorie tracker apps will give you your calorie targets for weight loss. You can also use online websites such as Calorie King to get this information. Feel free to pause this presentation to go to the Calorie King website linked above this video. Take a moment to answer a few questions about your lifestyle and get a calorie target for weight loss. From there, you can create meals knowing this information. Now that you have your calorie target, find the column that closely matches your number. If you have a weight loss goal and your calorie target was 1,250 calories, find the 1,200 calorie category. You don't need to feel like you can master portion sizes today. We will be going over in greater detail during the next session what a portion size is and how to best estimate it. Remember, you can pause this presentation at any time if needed. This graph is also located in your toolkit or the nutrition handout linked right above this video. Let's start with non-starchy veggies. Most Americans don't eat the minimum 3 servings of vegetables per day. The most common vegetable in the American diet is actually potatoes, from French fries and potato chips. Non-starchy vegetables are packed with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants to help keep you healthy. 1 serving is equal to 1/2 cup cooked, 1 cup raw, or 3/4 cup vegetable juice, about 25 calories. Choose fresh and seasonal produce if you can. Eat the colors of the rainbow and enjoy a variety of vegetables cooked or raw. There is no vegetable limit. If you get hungry, have some pre-chopped cucumbers, celery, or carrots. A great way to get your daily servings is by making salads. Salads do not need to be boring. For example, if you enjoy Mexican, top your salad with beans, salsa, and mashed avocado. If you enjoy Mediterranean food, try adding sliced olives, parsley, hummus, and low-fat feta cheese to your salad. If you enjoy Asian food, add sautéed tofu, bean sprouts, and peanut sauce. And if you like Italian, add veggies, white beans, and fresh basil. Grains and starchy foods can be healthy when eaten in the right quantity and without risky oils. For example, potatoes are a very good source of vitamin B6 and a good source of potassium and dietary fiber. Unfortunately, most of the time Americans eat potatoes are when they're deep fried. Starches are also rich in carbohydrates. It is important to focus on whole grains, which are the good carbs, versus refined grains, which could be known as the bad carbs. Whole grains contain more fiber, which can help you feel full and also slow the digestion of carbohydrates. This helps to prevent quick rises in blood sugar. A serving of whole grains is about 80 calories, or 1 ounce. Some examples of whole grains include 1/3 cup of cooked grains such as rice, pasta, quinoa, a small slice of bread, a small potato, a half cup of corn or green peas, and 1/3 cup of legumes such as lentils and beans. It's important to note that legumes are both rich in carbohydrate and protein. They can actually be logged in either food category. Protein-rich foods are important to help you fill up and preserve muscle mass. Remember, the higher the fat content in food, the more calories it has. Choose lower fat protein sources like beans, lentils, tofu, egg whites, lean poultry, and fish. If you eat red meat, focus on lean cuts of meat, such as the round, loin, and leg, and trim all the fat that you can see. Remove all the skin from chicken and turkey and drain off fat after cooking the meat. One serving of protein is about 55 to 100 calories. Some examples of one serving include 1 whole egg, a 1/4 cup of tofu or tempeh, 1/2 cup cooked beans or lentils, 1 ounce lean poultry, pork, beef, or fish, and 1 ounce of regular cheese. What are some of your favorites? Most Americans need low-fat milk products or calcium-fortified dairy substitutes to get enough calcium to preserve bone mass. If you are not a milk drinker, try adding some almond or soy milk into a smoothie with some berries. Yogurt can also be made into a healthy meal. Add some fresh or frozen berries and top with a tablespoon of ground flax seeds or nuts. One serving of dairy is about 90 to 120 calories. Some examples of what one serving of dairy might look like include 1 cup of fat-free or low-fat milk, 1 cup low-fat yogurt, 1.5 ounces of low-fat or fat-free cheese, and 1 cup of soy milk or other non-dairy milk. What are some new dairy items that you want to try? Fruit is another food that has a bad reputation. Fruit in itself does not cause diabetes. Fruit is rich in water, fiber, vitamin C, and antioxidants to help keep you healthy. Try to stay away from dried fruit because they are higher in calories and it can be easy to overeat. Juice does not have fiber, which helps to slow the digestion of sugar in your system. If you are not ready to give up your daily glass of juice, just limit it to 1 serving, which is a 1/2 cup per day. 1 serving of fruit is about 60 calories. Some other examples of what 1 serving of fruit might look like include a half banana, 1 cup of cut fresh fruit, and 2 tablespoons of dry fruit. What are some of your favorite types of fruit? Fat is an essential nutrient for optimal health. Focus on getting fat from natural sources like olives, avocados, nuts, and the oils produced from them. Omega-3 fatty acids can reduce inflammation and lower risk of certain chronic conditions. Omega-3 sources include walnuts, flaxseed, and oily fish. 1 serving of fat is about 45 calories. Some examples include 1 tablespoon nuts or seeds, 1 teaspoon of oil, margarine, or butter, 8 olives, and 1/4 small avocado. Your body is composed of about 60% water. Water helps you to absorb and digest nutrients. At least half of your daily fluid intake should be water. It has everything your body needs. 2 tips. The lighter the color of your urine, the better hydrated you are. And the second tip, don't lean on caffeine. It can interfere with normal sleep patterns. Do you have any favorite healthy drinks? Throughout this program, we really encourage you to avoid risky foods as much as possible from these 4 categories. The middle column offers some examples of these foods, and the right-hand column of this table describes the current guidelines. We will get more into how to log during the next session. If you recall from the last slide, you should avoid daily added sugar as much as possible. Women should get no more than 6 teaspoons or 25 grams. That equals 100 calories. Men should get no more than 9 teaspoons or 36 grams, which equals 150 calories. It is far too easy to exceed the recommendations for added sugar in a day. Just 1 tablespoon of honey contains 17 grams of sugar. And if you're a woman and you have a tablespoon of honey in your coffee or tea, you're already so close to exceeding your daily added sugar limit. Foods containing a lot of saturated fat can make insulin resistance and prediabetes worse. Try to replace butter and lard with healthy cooking oils such as avocado and olive oil. Red meat and processed meats have also been shown to play a role in diabetes and cancer. Red meat should be limited to no more than 18 ounces per week. Processed meat should be avoided entirely if possible. That includes dried, smoked, or salted meats. There are always challenges that come up. Listed are some common challenges expressed by other program participants. Make note of the ones that you are also challenged by and take a moment to come up with some of your own strategies. You can write these strategies to cope in your participant guide linked above or in your toolkit. Keep in mind, it can take some time to get used to certain food items, and you may even have to try a new food multiple times before you like it. Your food preferences will shift with your new lifestyle. Be patient. It may take a few weeks. You can do it! Next week, we will focus on strategies to track your food. If you would like to listen ahead to any future lessons, go to the Health Coaching Diabetes Prevention page linked above. Feel free to contact us with any questions that may come up before your next health coaching session. Your homework for next time is to weigh or measure your portions 3 days a week. Also, take some time this week to clean up your pantry and replace not so healthy items with healthier options. Give yourself permission to give away or even throw out some of those unhealthy items. Congratulations! You have now completed Lesson 4, Eat Well to Prevent T2.